Aditi, you're okay?
Yeah, Ms. Sarshi, can you please share your screen?
Okay. Can we see my screen?
Actually, Amit, Aditi is just going to give a quick introduction of you.
Sure.
Hello everyone, I'm Aditi Bane, an educator at Coding and More. Today we are so excited to have Mr. Amit Gupta with us. He has a PhD from University of Berkeley and he has over 50 patents covering various aspects of computer networking, distributed systems and security. He was previously co-founder and CTO at Embedding Jasper. He's currently the head of product at ProductAI, and he brings with him more than 20 years of experience in large-scale distributed system design and development. So over to you, Amit. We're so excited to have you here today.
Thank you, Aditi. It's my pleasure. Okay, so let's keep moving here. So I'm glad that all of you were able to create two AIs. And now we're going to go to the next part, which is to connect these AIs to websites. And so briefly, we will cover several different aspects. We'll first start with a look at what we want to accomplish. Then we'll talk briefly about the three key technologies that underlie what we'll do. And then we'll put together for both the AIs that we described with Google Sites and with a tool called Replit, a proper web presence for AI where anybody, anywhere in the world can come and try your AI. Sounds cool? Okay, I'll take that as yes.
Yes.
Right. So these are the two pages that look like. So first one, actually, this is not chatbot. This is Cats and Dogs, the AI that you just built, and we'll create a web presence for that. So you'll have a place where people can upload a file and the image will show up. And whatever is the response from AI will also show up on that page. Next, after that is the chatbot. And this is where you can use the Mood AI that you just created to create an artificial bot on the internet. Sounds good? All right. So to do this, though, we need to first use two websites that are on which we need to create free accounts. So some of you may already have accounts on Replit and Google Sites. If you don't, please go ahead and log into these sites. I'll put in the URL on the chat window. So this first site is called Replit. Please go ahead and once you've created your account, please give me a thumbs up on your screen.
After that, sign up, right?
You have to sign up, yes.
Yeah, okay. Can we continue with Google if we have a Google account?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
All right, show of hands, how many people have already got their Replit account set up now? Thank you, Fiona.
Do we need a Kaggle?
I'm sorry?
Do we need a Kaggle? The website Kaggle.
No, we don't need Kaggle for this part of the work. We just need this website called Replit. You'll see that in your window, your Zoom chat. Thank you.
So it's asking me whether I'm a beginner, intermediate, or expert. So in which coding language?
It's a good question. So it's a general question. Whatever language you feel comfortable answering about, say that. That's fine.
So it's asking me whether I'm doing this personally as a student I should click on as a student, right?
That makes sense?
So what did you do? I clicked on https://replit.com, and then should I click on start coding or what?
You don't have to do that. As long as you've been able to log in and create an account, that's good enough. And we'll show you the next steps in a few minutes.
Okay.
Right. Anybody else having any challenges signing up for Replit?
So I have a question. Now,
Go ahead, Mahira.
yes. Now it's asking me like get started. So should I just leave it there?
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you. You're in the right place. Just need to sign up. You don't need to do anything else right now. When it's time to build your Replit, we will show you exactly how to do that.
So I have to click on sign in, right?
Yeah, sign in.
And then what do I have to do? I'm on my Replit, something like that.
So put in the username and password that you used when you signed up.
No, I just came on this page. I didn't use any name or password.
Okay, in that case, please click on sign up and walk through. And can you share your screen? I can help you through that.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'll stop sharing.
Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead. So you're in the right place. You already signed up and your account is called Disha Shah 5.
Okay. Okay, so I'm there, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, can I have a show of hands one more time? Who's in and who's out? So if you got through, show thumbs up. If you've not been able to, give me a thumbs down.
I'm giving you a virtual thumbs up.
Perfect. Thank you. I see lots of thumbs ups all around. And okay. Vivan, you have a question?
No, so I was doing that to show that I'm finished.
Perfect. Thank you. Right. So I think, okay, let me ask differently. Who has not been able to get to Replit? Okay. In any case, if you have any problems, you can send me a private message on Zoom chat, and I'll be happy to answer any questions there. Sounds good?
Yes.
I'll start sharing my screen one more time. Give me 1 second. All right, can we see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So there'll be two different working AIs that he just built. First was Katzendahl, second was Mood. And we work through them one by one. Now, to use these AIs, and in particular to connect the website to your own AI, we need to go to Navigator and get the link for the endpoint URL. And we'll walk through this process when we start doing this. But just want to give you a heads up that you'll have to go into your AI. For the specific AI, go to Monitor, go to Integration, and then you'll copy the endpoint URL from here or from here. They're both the same. Sounds good? Okay. So first thing first, before looking at the slide, does anybody know what HTML stands for? Please go speak up. You don't have to.
Markup language.
Exactly, absolutely right. Hypertext markup language. So what do we do with HTML? How is it useful?
Code web pages.
Creating web pages.
Create web
Yes.
pages.
To markup
Exactly right. So we use it to make web pages, right? Now, what is JavaScript?
JavaScript is also a coding language.
So what's the difference between HTML and JavaScript? When do you use HTML? When do you use JavaScript?
So I'm not entirely sure, but
JavaScript is for logic.
So let's go one by one. So go ahead, Vivan.
So JavaScript is more user-friendly.
That is true. But there's one big
HTML is for the web pages and JavaScript is for the logic which you put for the web pages to function.
Very right. So that's actually, Aditi got the really correct answer here. So you can think of HTML is how we generate simple static content that people can see. But if you want to program logic that people interact with, for that you use JavaScript. Does the difference make sense? So if you're playing a game, if you're interacting with it, for example, in our AI, if you want to upload an image and then have it call up the AI and return back the answer from the AI, that will require JavaScript. But the basic page will be written in HTML. Sounds good?
yes,
Okay. And the third thing here, sorry, before you go there, Aditi, do you have a question? Aditi, team 6, Aditi R?
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
How do you get the link of your project from Navigator?
Good question. Give it a minute. We'll come to that. I'll show you on screen using my own AIs how to get that.
Okay.
We'll walk through that process. Good question. We'll come to that in a second. Okay. Then the third language that we talk about here is CSS, or cascading style sheets. Can everybody tell me what CSS is about?
It's also about web pages and like styling and like enhancing the appearance of the page. Like giving
Make the
Very
page
good.
look better.
Yeah, very good answer. So the key phrase there and the key term there that you mentioned is appearance. And that's the distinction. So for example, if you think of this page, it has got these words key technologies written in bold, right? And then it has HTML, kind of slightly smaller font. And then it has got the links there in blue. So all these things are appearances, the color, the size, the relative position. So all those things are managed through CSS. So again, let's break this down. HTML is for the static content. JavaScript is for programming and the logic. And CSS is for the look and feel, the appearance.
So, but is this the only way to make web pages? But or are there other programming languages which can make web pages like Python?
Good question. The short answer is yes. You can have many choices to make web pages, and you can create web pages in Python also. There are also many other languages you can use to create web pages. HTML, JavaScript, CSS happen to be some of the most popular ways of doing it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. And I have a second question, which is that won't it be more convenient if just one language was used which combined all of this rather than these three separate languages being used?
Fair question. And it kind of depends. So it's kind of like to go back to your the subject that you're learning. So you learn science, you learn math, you learn English, right?
Yes.
The three separate subjects, but learning three different things. Can you combine all them into a single class that teaches you science and math and English? You can, but it'll get to be much bigger class, right?
Yes.
So the reality is that the amount of concepts you need to learn will remain the same. This just creates a nice distinction between HTML versus JavaScript versus CSS. But you can think of other ways of doing it which will combine them together. And that's also reasonably logical, yeah. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on a code, and we'll start with the images one. So I'll first put this URL on the chat. Please go to this page, and we'll come back to this in a second. Okay, so Can everybody see the link that I sent out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the same link. Actually, all right. Does everybody see something that kind of looks like this, or maybe like this?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. I need to actually change something. I'll be back. Okay, I'll do this one more time. And now what I will see is what you're going to also see. Does everybody see something that looks like this?
No, sir, I can see the code, not the video.
Okay, sure. Maybe let me show you one more view. Or you may see something that looks like this. Is this what you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Everybody's on this page? Show me thumbs up or thumbs down. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Trinette. Thank you, Shivam. Okay. Aditi, Kanishek, Neha.
I need help with that. I don't know where
So go ahead, Arav.
can I share my screen? I don't know where.
Of course. Give me 1 second. Go for it.
Okay, I'm here. Where do I go?
Okay. So you have not typed the URL. So if you go back to the chat and click on that URL, it basically says replit.com/@AI-club. Yeah, perfect. Now you're in the right place.
Oh, okay.
Okay, stay there. Can you go up a little bit? Scroll up. Yeah. On the right-hand side, it says fork REPL in blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, click that. And I want everybody to do the same thing. Okay. Yeah, X out that code editor. That's fine. All right.
My network keeps lagging. Can you please repeat what you just said?
Sure. So what we had to do was we had to click on this link called fork REPL. Let's do one thing. So can you stop sharing, Arav? And Mahira, can you start sharing, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. So you can see on the top right-hand side, it says fork REPL and number 70 against it.
Yes.
Yeah, click on fork. Yeah, perfect. Click here. It'll take a few seconds and it'll show up here. Yeah, where it says code editor, exit out. That comment is not useful. Yeah. Perfect. Now in the right place.
Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Okay, now I'll start sharing my screen. All right, you can see my screen. 1 second. I need to log in first. So I'll also do a fork REPL for myself. Right. Everybody is here now, right?
Yes.
Show me thumbs up, thumbs down. Perfect. Good, Fiona. Jia, Shivam, Neha, Vanshika, Tine. Thank you, Jia. Thank you, Neha. Thank you, Mahira. Thank you, Vivan. Thank you, Trinam. All right, I think we're in a good place. So now we go to the next step, and this is the only slightly tricky part. So this is for cats and dogs. So go to AI Club. go to our cats and dogs site and give me 1 second while I allocate mine. Yeah. So what you have to do is go to the monitor tab, and from monitor, go to integration. And you can just click this to copy the link. Alternatively, you can select this and copy it. Both are equivalent. I personally prefer to just click copy, and that copies it. Once you copy it and come back to here, go to script.js and replace this on line number 3 with the link that you just got.
I just got logged out for a minute. I'm on this page. Should I just show you?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me. I'll stop sharing and then you can share.
I think my cats and dogs page from Navigator got deleted because I can't find it anywhere.
Okay. Give me 1 second, Mahira. I'll come talk to you in just a minute. Let's first help out Shivam. So go ahead, Shivam. So can you go back to now the browser window with AI Club?
Yes, I will.
Navigator.
I'm talking about something important.
Sorry.
One second.
Yeah.
Shivam, please go back, go to the page for the AI Club Navigator for the AI that you built for cats and dogs.
Okay, wait. But I don't have that open right now. So what should I do after that?
Open it up.
Wait, I'll just open.
So go to aiclub.world. Open a new browser window.
Yes.
Even I have a doubt, sir.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me help out Shivam first and then I'll come to you.
Okay.
Go to aiclub.world.
AI Club.
.world.
World.
Yeah. Go ahead, click the first link. Yeah.
The first line.
The first page, yeah. Yeah. Now go to login. The blue login button on the top right hand side.
Yeah, yes. Login.
Click on login one more time.
Yes. Continue with Google.
Go ahead. Was that what you used last time?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So, wait, yeah, I'm here now. So,
yeah. Now click on the D, the avatar D.
Yeah, and then navigator. Okay.
Yeah.
I see my screen now.
Okay. Now go to AI services. I'll walk you through this.
Not opened.
Yeah. Give it a minute.
Okay.
It's coming.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Click on AI services on the left hand side. The second tab menu.
Oh, the second. Sorry.
On the left hand side, it says cancel this.
Cancel. Okay. Second.
No, cancel this, please. On the left hand side, the left hand pane, it says get started and it says AI services.
Yeah.
Sorry. Click cancel here, please.
Cancel.
Yeah. Now go all the way to the left where it says get started.
Okay.
And below that, it says AI services. Click on AI services there.
Okay.
Yeah. Now click on cat dogs here.
That's
The name of the AI service. Yeah.
Yes.
Now click on integration. That's like the 5th tab there.
Oh, okay, integration.
Now copy the endpoint URL here. You can just click on that button that says copy.
Okay, copied.
Yeah. Now let's go back to your Replit.
Yes. Wait a second. No? Yes.
Okay, now on line number 3, it says variable endpoint equals HTTPS colon something that ends in 319.
Yes.
Replace the part that's within the quotes, the URL, replace it with the one that we just copied.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just get my keyboard and do that. Okay. Thank you.
Right? You're welcome. All right. Anybody else having problems? Please raise your hands or join in. Okay. Go ahead, Kabir.
So now I have a doubt.
Okay. So on your browser, you have the Navigator tab open. Can you go there?
Yeah, yes, so I've put the link over here in HTTPS here.
Okay, one second. There's a small mistake. Yeah. You have to undo this. Or what we can do one more time.
What?
Is first, let's delete everything that's within the quotes.
What's up?
Yeah. Let's delete everything that's within the quotes.
Yeah.
Like after it says variable endpoint equals then a quote on line number 3.
Variable endpoint HTTPS.
Yeah. So remove everything that says HTTPS colon everything else up to 319.
Up to 319.
Yeah, up to the end of the line. Yeah.
So I'll delete all of this.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, delete from here up to the end of the line where it says 319.
Where does it say 319?
At the end, it says 319 and then end of quote. Yeah.
So delete all of it.
Yeah.
I can't find my cats and dogs from Navigator.
So is this
Okay.
okay? So,
One second. Here, also remove 319 from here. Okay. Now let's go back to your AI services under Navigator. Copy it.
dogs.
Yeah. Cats and dogs. Click integration, copy. Go back to the Replit. Now paste it on line number 3. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Now you're done.
And so do we have to do anything in the index HTML?
No.
Okay.
This is the only change we need to make.
Okay.
Now you can click on run at the top of the page.
Yeah.
And that's it. All right. Who's next? Mahira, you're having some problems with cats and dogs?
Yes, I can't find my cats and dogs thing.
Okay. So what I would suggest is you should build it again. And we will have the video from this previous sessions ready, I think, fairly soon. And we can use it at the time. In the meantime, right now, feel free to just use the AI that's provided here. This AI will still work correctly. So you can still get all the experience with this AI. But in the future, it'll be good if you can change your own AI and then make changes. And as you improve your AI, that'll show up in your web app. Does that sound good? Thank you, Mahira.
Thank you.
Okay. Is everybody else here? Has everybody else been able to copy their Navigator URL into Replit?
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Fiona.
No, but it says syntax error.
Okay, go ahead, Vivan. Please share your screen.
So I don't think that's me. That's not me.
Okay.
It was other thing.
Yeah. So right now, Shivam is sharing the screen. Shivam, are you running into a syntax error?
No, I'm not sharing my screen.
Okay, thank you. Vivan, are you running into syntax error or?
So I haven't run the program yet.
Okay. So somebody mentioned that they were running into syntax error. Who was that?
I have a syntax error.
Okay, go ahead. Please share your screen and we can take a look. Okay.
Commas and nothing.
Yeah, let's figure out. So that's actually fairly straightforward. So line number 3, where it says variable endpoint equals https://. Before HTTPS, you need to put a single quote.
Single
Just like
what?
you see on line number 2. After the empty space, yeah. On line number 2, you can see variable endpoint equals, and then there's a quote mark. You have to use exactly the same quote mark here. So this is on your keyboard. Yeah. Now, what you have to do is that delete the second one. Delete the empty space also. Perfect. Now, at the end, you have to put the quote mark one more time. 1 second. We're not done. At the end of line number 2, yeah, put the same quote mark. Perfect. Now, let's run this again.
Okay.
Very good. All right. Who's next? Anybody else have any problems?
Keyboard is not working.
Keyboard. Mouse can.
Okay.
I can't do anything right now.
Keyboard is not working.
Yes.
Attach it, no.
I tried.
All right. How's everyone else doing? Okay, please give me thumbs up or thumbs down whether you've got your web page working now. When you click, okay, Fiona is working, good.
So mine is not working when I click run.
Okay, let's take a look. Go ahead, Vivan, share your screen, please. Thank you, Aditi. Glad to know that your code is also working.
Okay, so I go to choose file. Okay, now I'll do starting. Okay. Oh, okay. Now it was earlier not working. Now it started working.
Perfect. Good job. All right. Everybody else, is it working, not working? Any challenges?
So like in the bottom where it's console, you'll see cats or dogs, whatever the AI has predicted. There we can see
Yeah.
that.
My keyboard is not working.
I'm sorry, I actually don't know how to solve that. Can you ask your parents for help?
Yes, no, for the past few days, it's still not working.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to hear, Shivam.
Yeah, no problem. I'll try.
Thank you. Right. How's everyone else doing?
So I have to reload the page a few times before here.
You had to rerun it every time you make a code change, yes.
No. So if I run it, then I stop, and then only after a few seconds it doesn't show upload file, and then I upload file.
Okay. Not sure I completely understood that. Let's come to that in a second. Fiona, go ahead. You have a question?
What is this?
Yes, I'll have,
Exactly. So what
I'll
is
have to share my screen for that.
Sure. Please share your screen, Fiona.
Yes, so I uploaded a file, and then what do I have to do?
Good. So in the right place now. I just want to make sure everybody else is in the same place where you are, and then we can move forward. So before we do that, okay, Vivan, can you share your screen? And if you have any problems?
So it works, but it's very laggy. Like if I click on run, I have to wait for a few seconds. Sometimes it shows an error message, and then only after refreshing it many times does it show the upload.
That is kind of weird. I don't know. Normally, Replit is actually fairly reliable, so I'm surprised to see this. I don't have a good answer.
What does this code do exactly, sir?
Okay, good question. So we'll walk through that in a few minutes. But first, I want to build the Google site, and then we'll come back and walk through the code. All right, I'll start sharing my screen now.
He was sharing pictures of cats and dogs. So how do I do that?
You can do two things. Firstly, you download the cats and dogs pictures on your machine, right?
Yeah, I have some.
Or you can get pictures from the web also. Just search on Google for cats and dogs.
Some pictures. I have some pictures.
Yeah, that should work.
So how do I upload them?
How do you upload them? We'll show you just, if it's already on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can just go here.
Right.
Let's say, Sorry. You can click on upload file like this.
I don't have that button. So look,
Sorry?
I don't have any button that says upload file.
Okay, let's do one thing. I'll stop sharing. Can you please share your screen and then we'll work through this? Okay. One second. Let's click on stop first.
Yes, stop.
And run it again, yeah?
Then
Let's run in the, yeah. Give it a second.
now what do I do?
Give it a second. I'm surprised it's not showing up because normally it's fairly quick. Can you click on index.html?
I haven't done anything in the index.html.
Yeah, so this file should load up fairly quickly.
What do I do here? Here, there's a.
You should not need to make any changes. This should work just as is. So let's do one other small thing. So on the right-hand corner of this screen, you see this button that looks like an upload. Just below this, yeah. Open new tab, click that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now this is showing up. Click on upload file here. Go ahead.
Now I go here. Now
No.
Oh.
It's the same thing. Yeah. So it's working.
AI
In fact, what?
Oh, it's so cats.
Yeah. So this is a cat. I thought.
What
Okay. So this is where.
So this is a dog,
Sorry?
not a cat. So this is a dog.
Yeah, so AIs don't always get it right, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to work and train the AI even more with more data to get it right. But this is good. Okay. All right. I'll start sharing my screen now. And we'll go to the next step. So we already done this part. We link things together. And next thing we will do is to connect to Google Sites. So first thing now we have to do is I'll put in the URL on the page, on the Zoom chat. All right, can everybody go to this page? I'll also go myself. And you can just click blank. And then you create a new site.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So if you in the feeling whenever when we'll come in the feeling they say that the prediction, are you happy? Can we change the text to something else?
I don't believe you can change the text on that page. But in this particular URL, the page that you're creating, you'll have full control to change whatever you want. On this page, you can change exactly what the page says. Let's call it.
No, like in the chatbot, like the chatbot thing. If you like type something like that, I hate when it rains, then they predict that, are you sad? Can we write something else in that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Yeah. So can you teach me that afterwards?
Yeah, we'll work through that also.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, first thing is let's just change this Google site, make it your own. But after you're done with this, we'll go back to REPL. And exactly what we did before, we need to do it here. Click on open in new tab. And this URL will need to make a copy. Copy this URL. So once again, the way to do it is first from here, click on this link, which says open in new tab. When it opens, copy the URL from here. And once you copy the URL, then you go into Google site, click on embed, on the right hand side and type the URL right here.
How do you do that?
I'll show you one more time. Give me 1 second. So this is what it should look like. I'll cancel this. I'll do this one more time.
How do you get there? So what do you click?
Sure. So you're on this page, right?
Yeah. No, sir. No, I've copied the link, sir. But now, sir, what do you do on Google Sites?
Okay. So I'll do it one more time. So I copy the link from here.
Yeah.
Go to Google Sites.
Yeah.
Click on Embed.
Embed. Okay.
Then you'll
Then
get
I
this
paste the
particular
URL.
window. Now you type the URL.
Yeah.
And you type insert.
So where is that embed button?
Embed button is right here. So this is the button you'll use.
So it's not allowing me to open it in a new tab.
Now it's asking me, sir, it's saying enter URL. Is it saying whole page?
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this part and I'll come to you. And then click publish. It'll ask you this question. Just say yes to everything. And then it's done. And then right next to publish, there's the drop down.
It works, sir. It works.
It works?
The thing
Good.
is upload button, sir, and it's working.
Good. Happy to hear that.
So mine is not working.
Okay, can you please share your screen? I'll stop sharing.
Okay, sir. So I've gone to Replit and I've clicked on open. Oh, it's loading, but okay, so it wasn't working. So I have to copy this.
Yeah,
Then-
but first refresh this page. I want to make sure this is working. Yeah, refresh it. Mhm. 1 second. Before we do that, let's go back to the previous tab.
Okay.
Yeah. Now click run here. Okay.
So you have to wait a bit before it loads.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. Normally Replit is pretty fast. Okay, now go to the next tab. Yeah, this is good. Now go ahead, click on next tab, hit refresh. This is weird. Okay, let's do the embedding and see if that works anyway. We go to Google site. Yeah, type the URL. Yeah, there's some problem. I'm not sure why. Let's go back to your.
Embed code and copy paste the HTML.
No, my URL is fine.
It's working for me, sir. So can I share my screen and show you?
No,
So can I share my screen and show you it's working for me?
sure.
Okay, sure. I'm sharing my screen here. So sir, I just need to click upload file, then open in a new tab. And then I just over here upload file.
No, wait. You should not do that. Hold on, let's cancel this. Before you do anything with this, you have to click publish first. On the top right hand corner of the page.
Yes.
Yeah, click publish. Type yes, publish.
Okay.
Now on the right hand side.
Oh, on the right.
Yeah, now this is the publish side. Now you can click upload file here.
Okay, upload file.
Wait, no, you're still not in the right place. Next to publish, there is a drop down on the right hand side. Yeah, click and select view publish site.
You got publish. Okay.
Now on this page, click
yeah,
upload.
now it's working. Cat open and then AI so cats. So it's working.
Good job, Kaveh. All right, everybody else, is this working or not working?
So it's not working for me.
So it's not working.
Okay, let's work this one by one. So go ahead, Vivan, share your screen, please.
So just wanted to confirm which link do we need to copy actually?
So
The
it's still
Replit
showing
link,
this,
right?
nothing has changed.
Okay. Okay, Vivan, let's go back to your REPL and run it one more time. Click run. What I would suggest is go log out of the Replit. It's possible you're on a bad server there. On the left hand side, yeah, click there. Yes, and click Vivan Verma. Select log out. Last one. Now log back in. Click on login. Okay. Now go to my REPLs. X out this thing, yeah. Go to unnamed. Select this one, yeah. Miss cat stocks. Let's run this. Yeah. Now go to the top. Wait, this time. Cancel this.
So cancel it.
That's fine. Go to the browser, the next window in the browser. Yeah, click that. Refresh it.
So it's refreshing by itself.
Yeah, now it's good. Now go back to Google. Click embed. Paste the URL. Yeah.
1 second, should I just open the page again?
Yeah, let's refresh the page. This page is fine now. So let's go to sites.google.com. Okay. Cancel this, refresh again. Refresh the Google Sites page again.
So I removed that slash in the end and it started working.
Okay. Remove the slash at the end then. Okay. Click insert. No, this did not work. Let's go back to embed one more time and let's look at the recommendation of the other student. Type the URL, but paste the URL. Remove the slash at the end. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. This is good. Yeah. Click publish. Give it a name.
So what do I need to put there?
Whatever name you want to give, cats and dogs, cats or dogs, how you want to call it. Go ahead, keep adding some more thing. Let's hit publish. Okay. Now on wait. On the top right hand corner next to publish, there's a drop down. Click the drop down. Say view publish site. Now this is a site you can give to other people. Click upload file here. Your cat picture. Yeah. All right. Good job. Go ahead, Fiona, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Just a second.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, so I've gone over here and now I click on publish.
Yeah.
And when I'm So I have to give it a name, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just give it a name.
So 1 second, it's saying not secure on the top left corner.
I have no idea why. We'll check that in a second. Go ahead, click publish. We'll check that. Now, next to publish, there's a drop down. Say view publish site. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, now click upload file here. Pick an image. Good. Now let's see why this is saying not secure. So can you open share screen, please?
Yes.
Can you click on where it says not secure?
Yes.
Yeah. If you double click that, then yeah, click this. Your connection is yeah. Double click this. Okay. Some parts are not secure.
It isn't saying it's not secure for me. It's saying it's perfectly secure.
Okay, I think I
saying
may
connection
know
is
the
secure.
answer.
It's saying connection is secure.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take a look at that later.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Overall, this looks pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, everybody else got to this place? Show of hands, thumbs up, thumbs down. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Shivam. Thank you, Trinay. Okay. Thank you, Aditi. What? Vanshika, Ridhima, Agastya, Mahira. Okay. Thank you, Ridhima. Thank you, Mahira. Okay. I think you're generally doing well, so we'll go to the next page now. I'll start sharing my screen. All right. So what you can also do, just as an aside or a different way of doing things, on this, you didn't have to necessarily add it on your home page. You could have gone to pages, click on plus, added a new page. I'll just call it Try My AI. And then on that page, you could have added the same way embedding. It's exactly the same thing. Make sense? So that's kind of part one. Part two. Okay. So one of the things we like to do is to go, okay. So firstly, the question about the code itself. How does the code work, right? So we'll walk through that a little bit. And then time permitting, we'll go over the Mood AI. The good thing is the process is absolutely the same. So for Mood AI also, you need to take the other, and I will send you the link right now. So this is the template for Mood AI. And okay. And this is what that code looks like. Sorry. Okay. So what I will do is I'll first walk through the code for images, just so that we all know what's going on here. So this is HTML code. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And is it everything clear, or should I make the font bigger?
So everything is clear.
Okay, thank you. Right. So this is what an HTML page looks like. Essentially, it's got all the content, plus it has got what are called tags. Like this is the tag called label, the tag called input. The tags are typically enclosed in a less than, greater than sign. To a tag that's for a form, and so on. And the main thing that's happening in this particular page, it's actually very simple. It takes an input file name, and then it has a button to upload the file. And it has got two other elements, an element called gallery and an element called prediction. And these are essentially placeholders. So these are places where JavaScript, when it runs, it can insert code that says, AI saw cats or AI saw dogs. That gets added here in the prediction div. And gallery is where we show up the picture of the cat or the dog or whatever the picture that the user uploaded.
I'm not understanding.
Okay.
So what do
So
we
let me-
do? So I can't create a new project.
I'm sorry, can you please repeat?
I've tried to create a new project for the chatbot.
Okay, can you first focus on the images right now?
So, but where are you? I don't know where you are.
So what we're doing is, remember that this first AI that we built
Yeah, the cat and dog one.
for the cat and dog, we're now looking through the code for that.
Okay.
Remember, this is the script.js where you change the URL.
Yeah.
So we're going through that code to show exactly what the HTML and JavaScript and CSS look like, and how does the AI, how does it actually work in interacting with the AI. So first and foremost is the HTML. So when you see, when you click run, this is what shows, right? So it has an upload file button, and this is the part that does that. And you can kind of see it says here upload file. And if I change this to say, please upload file, and run this again, this is a please upload file. This makes sense?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question. For the other one, not the cats and dogs one, I understood this one, but for the other one, what do we have to do? Because for the text and everything, what do we have to do for that?
It's exactly the same. So what you have to do is, in the JavaScript file, which is here, this is the endpoint name. You need to replace this with the URL of your program. But
Okay.
once you do that, everything is the same. Then you replace it, click run. It shows up like this. Then you take this URL from here, or you open in a new tab, and then click the URL from here and put it on the Google site. The same embed we did for images is the same embed we'll do for the chatbot. It's completely identical. Make sense?
Yes, but you said that you can change the text to something else, like how to do that?
Okay. Let me. So let me give one example. So in index.html, you'll have to look for the corresponding text. It says that, hi, I'm the chatbot and I can guess your feelings, right? And that's what shows up here. If I change it here, and
Okay.
I know your feelings.
No, but not like that. Like, if they like, if there's like, I hate when it rains, then I don't want it to say you're sad. I want to say something else. So the chatbot should say something else. How
Sure.
to do that?
So that's here. So if you look at line 107 on script.js, this is the response message it creates. It gets a label and appends that to the term you are.
Okay, so
Right.
I can delete the predicted label and I can write whatever I want to write, right?
Exactly. So this is the part that you need to change. And you can make it as simple or as complicated as you like it to be.
Okay, but not in the like in anything, right?
I'm not getting what you're doing, so can I share my screen?
So,
Sure.
So in
What
this,
do we have to do, sir?
sir, when you're saying this, you are So it will like change it, right? But will it happen for all of them or only for one of them?
If you write the code in a simple manner, it will happen for all of them. If you want to distinguish, then you need to write more complex code. But all the logic has to go somewhere here or in a function that you call from here.
Okay then. So how to do that? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, we can do that. It's a little bit not as easy to explain. But if you can tell me specifically what you want to do, I can build the code and share that with you.
Yes. Okay. So can I tell something that it's in my some project. We need some help. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So see, so we're doing this chatbot, and this chatbot can identify I know, like this chatbot, if you're feeling like, if I say that I am not happy, then the chatbot will tell a joke to me or something. So the chatbot will not the chatbot will make me always happy. And if I'm happy, if I write like I love my family or something, then the chatbot will say who is in your family. So he's like the chatbot who you can talk to. So I can do that. I will try to do that. So how to do that? That's
sure.
That's what
What do we have to do here?
I'm sorry?
Do we have to do any code here? Or is the code already?
So two different things. So I think what Shivam is talking about is building a more sophisticated chatbot. For a chatbot, that's the basic one that we have here. You don't need to make any other code changes. The only code change you need to make is to change this URL to be the one from your AI.
Okay, and
right? But if you want to make it more complex, as Shivam wanted, so Shivam, what you need to do is to write a function that essentially takes the predicted label as input, and based on the predicted label, it has to return different values.
So
I don't know how to do that.
So to change this URL to our URL, right?
So can you just send this link, and you can just say what to do in this? Can you just send the link to me? This.
So I'm not sure I understand what you're asking for.
No, like this, whatever you are on, can you send the link on this, and then can I just change the 9 and the 107 code?
So you want to change the code, or you don't want to change the code?
No, I want to change the code. I want to make it more complex, right? Because, yeah. So, yeah.
So for that, you'll have to use a essentially JavaScript function. Okay. So if you can think of this, these are all functions that are being defined here, right? You need to similarly define a function of your own that takes one input, you pass it the predicted label, and the function will return what the bot should say. And then within the function, you can code any logic. You can, for example, say if predicted label equals happy, then basically return something completely different. The predicted label says sad, then pick a random joke and return that. Does it make sense? So you need to write some reasonable amount of JavaScript code.
Okay. Yeah. So can you just say this to Miss Supriya, what I have to do, and then I can take the information from her.
I have heard.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, okay.
Shimam will explain it to you. Yeah. We've understood what Amit sir is trying to say. So we'll explain it to you.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
All right, so I have two questions. One, I've got Kabir, Fioni, and Darshi. Let's go in order. So, Kabir, you have another question, or you're good?
Done.
Thank you. Fioni, your question?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Share your screen.
Yes. So I can't backspace or delete anything.
Okay. So right now you've not done the process. So if you see on the top right-hand corner, it says fork REPL. You have to do that first. Yeah, like that. So what's happening is Now this is your copy of the code. Here you can make changes. Now you go to script.js on the left hand side. Yeah.
Yes.
And now you can change the code here.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
But sir, which link do we have to change it to?
So you have to go back to Navigator, pick the AI for mood.
So where's my navigator?
It's the first tab. Yeah.
Yes.
Go click on your avatar on the right hand side of the screen, top right hand corner.
Yes.
Yeah, click that. Go to Navigator.
Yes.
It'll take a few seconds and come back.
I'm done with the work, so can I leave? I have to go somewhere.
Sure, of course. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Welcome.
So I finished making the web page.
Good. Sorry, once again, Fiona, now cancel this, please. Go to the left hand side of the screen, click on AI services. Now here, select Mood Hackathon. Now here, select integration from the second level tab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now copy. Perfect. Now let's go back to the bot.js.
And here I
Yeah.
have to backspace this and copy this here. Right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, let's run this. Good.
And now should I copy this link out here?
Copy this link, go to Google Sites.
Yes.
You can say on pages, click plus again.
Here?
Yeah. New page and call it bar or the chatbot.
So by oh God.
You can call it chatbot.
Yes.
Click done. Now go to insert on the click embed. Paste the URL. Yeah, perfect.
So is it fine if it doesn't work correctly 100% of the time?
Sorry, 1 second. Click publish.
Okay.
Yeah. Publish. No, click publish first.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, click got it. That's fine. Now click publish again. Now go to the drop down next to publish. Say view publish site. Okay, now scroll down a little bit, please. Now I can type anything here.
So that's it.
Let's see what the AI has to say. They're happy. Good, Bob. All right. Thank you, Fiona. That's good.
Thank you, sir.
Divine had a question earlier.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
So is it fine if the AI bot doesn't guess the feeling correctly 100% of the time?
It does not.
Okay.
Right. All right, so let's go back, look at the code one more time. And then if you have any more time, you can answer the rest of the questions after that. So I'll share my screen now. Okay. Right, so we are here. So this is the code. We have a form for accepting input. This input handles the files. And this is the button for upload file. And we've got two placeholders. The first placeholder is where we show the picture of the cat or the dog. And the second placeholder is we come back with a prediction. And we'll come to that in a second. Now let's go to script.js. So this is where we have all the code for interactivity and all the logic, right? Okay. So a few different things. And so the way it's connected to the HTML file is there's this function called handle files. And what it says that whenever you do change the list of files here, it'll call this function handle files. And that's how the HTML and JavaScript talk to each other. So this is what leads to JavaScript being called. And these are two places where JavaScript sends the response back on line number 15 and line number 17. Okay, so in handle files, what it first does is what's called reset state, where it realizes that it's possible that you run another prediction before. Right? You run this program again and again. So first thing it has to do is to say if there's any previous prediction, let's clean it out. If there's any previous image, let's clean that out. So that's what reset state does. It in turn does this by calling this function called remove all child nodes, which come here. And essentially what that does is that from prediction and gallery, remember the two placeholders we had in HTML file? It removes everything from those places. And then it calls two functions for every file. It calls a preview file function. And this is what shows the image of the cat or dog on the screen. And then it calls the upload file function, which leads to AI being called. And when AI responds back, that's what shows the prediction. So let's walk through that code. What does upload file do? So upload file, the first thing it does is that it actually reads the image file. It does a little bit of manipulation of the image file. And this is to handle some special cases that we won't go into right now. And then it sends the image file over to the AI. That's what the fetch call does. And you provide to the endpoint, and this endpoint is the URL of the AI. So this is why on line number 49 or 48, we are sending the image over to the AI. And when the response comes back, it comes back to line number 52. But we first show the response on the console log. So let me just do this here. Give me 1 second. To send the file to the server, it showed up this thing. And you can kind of see it got response here, right? That's coming from here, this console log. And then what we do is that we look inside the response and then we show this thing called got data. And that's what shows up here as got data. And it tells us the predicted column was cats. And the next line here, it shows how confident the AI is in its prediction. And this basically says it's about 64% confident in this case. Then what we do is that we get the predicted label out. We log that also. And that's where you say stop prediction cats. Finally, we basically call this function called process prediction. And what process prediction does is two things. Firstly, it takes the predicted value, which was cats. It adds it to AI saw, and that's why it says AI saw cats. And then what it does is it basically goes And remember the placeholder we talked about before called prediction in the HTML file? This is where it goes and inserts the message. This append child is the reason why you see this show up here. Does it make sense?
So complicated for so much.
It's complicated, right?
Yes, sir.
It's actually not that complicated. This is about 75 lines of code. If you think of large programs that run, some of them have millions of lines of code in them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's complicated.
I mean, that's not complicated. I think just because I don't know the language, it looks complicated.
Yeah. It's also, yeah, the other thing is, frankly, as you program more and more, a lot of this stuff will become second nature to you. So it won't feel as bad, as tough.
So can we use visual basics for doing all this?
Good question. I don't know the answer. My instinct is it should be possible, but I have not used it in a long time. So I'm not sure what facility exists for that. Sorry?
So I didn't hear the question.
The question was, can you write this code in Visual Basic and have it be? So right now, this code is written in JavaScript. Can you use another programming language? So we discussed this before that, yes, there are other languages that you can use. In particular, the other popular languages today are Python. And you can write similar code in Python and have it show up and work just fine. My instinct is you should be able to do that in Visual Basic also. Visual Basic is also a fairly popular programming language. But I have personally not used Visual Basic in a long time. So I'm not familiar with exactly what's going on, what's available there. So I cannot be 100% sure, but I think it's very likely you should be able to do this. Does it make sense?
Can you do this on block-based languages also, or it's too complex?
On what languages, sorry?
Block-based languages, like Scratch.
Yeah, you can do this in Scratch for sure. And so yeah, so definitely so we have people using Scratch. We have people previously using MIT App Inventor, and we have people using Snap. So you can definitely use those. Yeah. All right. Any other questions?
So I need to leave. So
Sorry, you need some help?
I need to leave because.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. That's fine.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Have a wonderful day. All right. Any other questions? I think either people are happy or they're tired. Either way, I don't think there are any more questions coming now.
I think they've now got enough tools to start their project because they're pitching in the evening at 6 o'clock today.
Okay, that's in a hurry. Right. Well, good luck, all of you.
And thank you so much. I think Aditi will just give her a quick vote of thanks to you also. Aditi, are you ready?
Yes. Thank you, Amit sir, for your wonderful session and showing our kids how to integrate AI with Google Sites and also with the chatbot. These are really great tools for the children to make their future AI projects. Thank you for your interacting with the kids and answering all of their queries.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All right,
sir.
get up.
Thank you.
Pleasure.